interest in all sorts of international affairs. Mike.
Thank you very much. Thank you for asking me to say a few words. I am not an expert, and I don't claim to be an expert on Turkey or Syria, but I do have some knowledge, and earlier this year the Foreign Affairs Select Committee published a major report which is available online, and you can read all the transcripts of what was said on UK-Turkey relations and Turkey's regional role. In that report we pointed out, and this report was published several months ago in April, that the situation in Syria was causing great concern in Turkey, and that relations between Syria and Turkey had got very difficult, and that the population of Turkey were facing the potential of very large numbers of refugees coming across the border from Syria. We're now in a situation where there are very large numbers of refugees, not just in Turkey, but in Jordan and in other neighbouring countries. And according to the figures that I've seen, there are also 440,000 people who are actually defined as a refugee, which means that they are in another country. And there are 2.5 million internally displaced people in Syria as a result of the civil war. 2.5 million is approaching about 10% of the population. That is a scale of human disaster and tragedy which is going to get worse rather than better unless there is some significant change. Today there are reports which at the moment are unverified of cluster bomb attacks on school playground, killing 10 children. We know that the Assad regime is using helicopter gunships. It is using all kinds of weaponry against civilian population. And what is very interesting for me, our media in the last 10 days has been full of stories about what's been going on in the conflict between Hamas and Israel. Yet far more people have been dying in Syria throughout that whole period. And it's as if that didn't happen anymore for that week, and it's only since the end of that conflict the media in this country somehow starts commenting again, as the BBC did today, on this report about this school.